My cipher keeps rolling like the stolen bike of an alcoholic hoodlum with no goals in life.
Ooh, she had her own security team that was from Elkhart. That was more like some white militia type motherfuckers. They walk around with guns and shit. Now they my security team when I'm downtown on the strip, and they watching me and Nia and letting us know like, okay, that cop right there is, that person riding the bike right there, that's not a person riding the bike, that's an undercover police officer. She works in the with the hookers and all that type of shit. Like they letting me know what's going on the day of the rally. Like it's cops all in the parking lot in the parking garages watching y'all. It's snipers on the roof.
I believe
it. Yeah.
Damn, you feel what I'm saying?
Real life enforcement out there behind what y'all Facebook was saying.
Oh yeah, it was gonna police shut my Facebook down because of that shit. You know what I mean? Like it was a
positive
shit.
Yeah,
like they were so like, but sense. The police like you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say which officer came to my family and was like and let me know what was going on. That's how I ended up getting a security team around me. But like they came to my god sister, not my god sister. They came to my blood sister, my godmama, and was like, it's some officers inside of our shit that don't like what Blue doing, and it's some people in their family that might want to do something to him. Damn. And y'all need to keep an eye on him at all times. Motherfuckers thought I was gone whole time. Like I'm over at the East Ray smoking a blunt. Like just think about, okay, we finna put this rally on, we finna put this protest on, we finna do, you know what I mean? And I get back to going through the little strip, and I'm like, shit, motherfuckers like, bro, you don't need to be going nowhere by yourself. Damn. Like motherfuckers is on your ass. I don't know if you looking at these news comments.
Man. So you get it from both sides, like the negative and the positive. Like what the fuck? You catching all that. Man.
Yeah, so like
you caught a lot of flack.
Oh yeah, we caught a lot of flack behind that move. Like back to the office, motherfuckers didn't want to renew our lease.
That crazy.
Yeah, but I went and did.
Got ugly like
that. I went and did some research on that one.
That's fucked up, man. Because we was just talking about how you was looking up.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm going at with it? Like, yeah, motherfuckers didn't want to renew the lease with our mentor and all that. They had us get in the building and all that. But we did research and kind of find out that same building, it used to be ran by the KKK back in the day.
Shit.
I mean, because if you don't know and you're just tuning in and you don't know it's like that, we are from Indiana. So
you feel what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? It is a lot of...
Right up the street, OCM type shit.
Yeah. And like, so where the saying Fighting Irish come from is back in the day, the Notre Dame students, little Catholic students got into it with the KKK trying to put a parade on down Michigan Street. And that's where one of the rumors come in of where the term Fighting Irish come from. Wow. So like, you know, so what I found out was the same Ku Klux Klan office was on the same corner as our office, which was Wayne Street in Michigan.
It's crazy how shit work, man.
Right.
That's
wild. If that's true, if you ever heard that and you know that same story that Blue just told, man, drop something in the comments, man. Let us know about that, man.
Drop that shit.
That's crazy, man. I never knew nothing about that.
That's wild. It goes down
that was just some Notre Dame
shit.
Listening.
Hey, this some shit.
Oh, yeah. This is why we have people like Blue and we had our previous guest Wally West on, because these people are actually influential and they can teach you some shit. You know what I mean? They ain't just gonna talk rapping and
exactly.
More than music. More than
it's deeper than rap. It's way deeper than rap. So with New Black Power being born outside after that happened, another situation that actually happened, like nobody didn't get killed, but a situation happened where a family got $17 in restitution from the South Bend, from the city of South Bend.
You said $17.
Come see what the fuck I'm saying? Yeah, $17. Probably, you know what I mean?
Whoa.
Can you speak on that?
That right there, I don't want to go too deep on like the name situation, but
you ain't got
But the cop basically came in and assaulted a 15-year-old while he was sleeping in his bed. You know, left taser prongs in his back. You know,
so he tased the young man.
Hit him in his face first.
Wow.
While he was asleep.
Wow. That's.
His cop go by the name of Aaron Nepper. And we basically protested to get him out of the South Bend Police Department. We got him out for a little bit, succeeded at that, but they put him back on there. He was the cop that, like, we did a whole town hall, 2016, St. About 2, 3, 4 weeks after I did Black Lives Matter South Bend, and everybody's telling me there's no white supremacy inside the South Bend Police Department. There's no cops like that. You ain't gotta worry about shit. I'm wrong for putting my picture up. This information come out about the $17. And really, it didn't come out saying 17. It came out saying $3, saying that the 3 cops that was involved had to pay $3, and then the city paid the rest for the door being kicked in.
$3?
Yes, $1 a piece for the 3 officers that was there on the scene. Then the city paid the rest because yeah. So
that is crazy. Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, bullshit. Bullshit.
It is bullshit.
So the city did a town hall meeting on that. You know, we occupied that. We every time they tried to talk, we started cussing at them, yelling out bullshit, all that type of shit, right? And like that was our first move of New Black Power. You know, it was like after we did the Black Lives, I don't know, like after I did that big ass Black Lives Matter rally, I started seeing people want to do panels on Black Lives Matter. People want to do it at colleges and all this extra shit. You know what I mean?
Did you ever get invites to?
Oh yeah. I got a couple invites, couple paid situations. A lot of people started calling me radical though. You know what I mean? Like it went from youth activists. Oh yeah, that we jumped over that part. I scared the shit out the scene. Like personally, like they had to call a press conference, and this ain't nobody say I'm capping. It's probably why I ain't got no award and I don't get the recognition I really deserve. But like, you know, they called a press conference against not even against my shit, but just try to calm everybody down. And then expect for me to be there. But Miss Gladys Muhammad, that's why I love her to death. She called and made sure that she called my people and made sure that I was there. And like, I remember shaking Mayor Pete's hand, and I remember usually seeing him as the youth activist, and he's just like, "Hey, Blue, thank you for everything you're doing in the community." And it changed from that to, "Hey, Blue, how you doing? Are you okay, man? Do you need anything? Are you okay?" And like, I remember them praying, you know, before they doing the press conferences, all the city council and all these different members of politics and the people that's on their administrations and shit. And I remember them praying, but they're like, I was raised to be more spiritual when I pray, you know. So, you know, they praying like this. You can't get your blessings in like that. I was raised, so I pray like this. And I put my eye up a little bit so I can see. And I seen the cameras from South Bend Tribune, all the news switch from them to me. Mind you, I'm in all black. I'm in a black jumpsuit with the bandana on, looking like Tupac's son or something. They switched from that to this thugged out nigga praying.
Now they looking at you like a target.
You feel what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
That whole week got real, man. It got real. So when we created New Black Power, we had already knew what it was, and we knew we needed a unit to make sure that we was gonna be strong and they didn't know how we was moving, you know. Like right. I remember members getting like one of the cars we was using, you know, they let their mama use the car, and the cop pulled the mama over and said, "That's not her." You feel what I'm saying? Like that's how deep shit was getting. We was going to the police station and occupying their meetings. like
how the fuck do that work? Like,
man.
Y'all motherfuckers.
Oh no! Like I stopped doing everything I was when I was going hard on that. I wasn't doing nothing really. Like I smoked, you know what I mean. But like I ain't want to put myself in a position for them motherfuckers to be like, "We got you." You feel me? So whenever I was going crazy, I was never doing that. You know, and we went deep. Like New Black Power, they tried to put the feds on us several times. Say that we was hate groups. There's a reason why like people want me to change the name. You know, New Black Power had to become an acronym. Neighborhoods united, building leadership and community knowledge, people organized, working for effective revolution. Revolution meaning change. Changing your community, changing yourself, changing your neighborhoods, things like that. And like we actually was doing like youth groups, you know, young royalty, you know, teaching the kids their history before slavery, letting them know they was kings and queens, you know, things of that nature. We was giving back food, there's so much from the rallies. I remember one time they was talking about kids was being harassed, by somebody. So I think a nephew or son. They was getting sent down there by his uncle, calling the kids niggers and shit. We went 7 o'clock in the morning and occupied the bus stop because the police wasn't handling the situation. Next thing you know, when we on the block, the police want to come handle the situation. They don't even talk to me. They walk right past me. Go talk to the mama now. They already know what time it is. So we got real deep with that Black Power shit, and it was like to the point where like we was starting the chapter in Elkhart. We were starting, and with the chapter in Elkhart, we were starting self-defense. You know what I mean? And like things like that, we was building up to it, and like things just started crumbling. I ain't gonna flex, you know. We had like
us as black people, man. We can't never keep a solid fucking team or something.
Things always, and every time I worked with a great team, that always end up being a default. Is we end up having egos, situations that people can't get through. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna act like this, like it was just everybody else. My personal shit as the leader was going down. Shouldn't have dropped the blunt. My personal shit as a leader, you know what I mean? Like I was still young and gonna have my prideful ways and shit like that I had to get over. And like shit, you know, too much power. You know what I mean? Kanye said it, you know what? No one man can have all that power. Like, and it was getting to the point where like I would literally walk down the street and niggas would do like this as they driving past their cars.
That's what you want as a black man.
Oh yeah, you know. So like, and like, but I was going through my own depression at the same time, my own trauma from my childhood that I actually wasn't talking about. So like, you hear it now in my music, you hear a new person, a person that actually then talked about his shit and stepped back and looked at life and how life actually is instead of what I wanted it to be. You know what I mean? So like,
you got it from multiple perspectives too.
Oh yeah,
that's where it come into play.
Oh yeah. So like with New Black Power, no, that was one of the most strongest things I was able to stand on and like actually see the love from it and the impact we had on the culture. I seen people, kids, you know, walk around with their fist up and you know what I mean, know what Africa is and kings and all this stuff and see that type of impact on the youth. You know what I mean? And like know what that was meant way more than anything I could do in the streets, musically, anything. Like I got respect. I ain't had to go kick in nobody door. You know, I ain't had to go do no crazy ass shit. I got respect for being me and being real with it and standing on something and keeping it gully. Like I don't go to these meetings and press up and no, like they come to me and be like, Blue, you can reach out to people that we can't reach to. You had a connection. We don't have a connection to the people that's in there that actually need the solutions.
You that voice.
You know, so like,
gotta have one.
You know, so like that came from grind, and that wasn't something that I tried to go do. I wanted the clout. That was just something I had a passion for doing at one point. And like when I fell back, you know, the feds started calling people like I already knew that the people was already trying to call the feds on us for doing shit like not the daycare, but the youth group. Mm-hmm. When we did Young Royalty, I would look at the. Remind you, I got a nephew that, you know, I hate saying it. The first thing they always say, well, white people always say I got a white friend, but I got a nephew that's my guy nephew. I love him to death. He happened to be white. Okay. He was sitting in on the Young Royalty day. You know what I mean? We invite the news to come in. They get all the kids, all of that. The news comments completely ignore that we got all different shades of kids in this motherfucker learning this history. And they say, I'm going to report this to the FBI. You guys are teaching kids to hate.
That's crazy.
You feel what I'm saying? So, like, once you already know, you know, Toddy nothing called a Fed case. I'm speaking on his behalf already on this shit. I'm in the courtroom. I done heard my name one time already in this bitch. Mm-hmm. I know y'all looking. Y'all done put up this man kindergarten shit. You feel what I'm saying? So when 6ix9ine say only two things I fear is God and the feds.
Don't you say that. Don't you say that, dude.
Holy shit.
As soon as he said that, you know.
I ain't got nothing on me. I ain't got shit.
He did it and he did it.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
And y'all know about Jim Jones?
Man, I ain't doing that one. I ain't going. I ain't never going.
You heard about the pool, man?
I'm saying that ain't no lie. If the feds want you, they'll get you. You feel what I'm saying? But like, even when I looked at in the news articles, every time I seen his name, I seen my name at the end of the bottom. Blue Casey did this and that, but he didn't do no jail time. He did police them like weird shit. Like
so
they
you
like
saying like the police just really be wanting to see you locked up. They want to see you with a case in this.
Oh yeah, I know with some people that want it. That's why I really like. You don't see me pop out too much. I almost got into it with the police at Five Guys.
If it was anything, if it was a police officer right now that's watching right now that you had any altercation with, or you feel like have some type of personal vendetta against you, what would you tell them right now?
Man, mind your business. mind your business.
How they
need
take
to fuck
it is
along.
the perk. How they take that shit.
Yeah, no, like I got cops I fuck with. I done got cops. Like, you know, I'm still, you know, I grew up in the culture, so I still got certain ways about me. And like, you know, so like, after we did like the Yati shit, you know what I mean? Even with all the positive things going on, I see cops that see me be like, "What's up, Blue?" You know what I mean? And then they actually like what I do in the community, and they actually like, "Look, we know where you come from and all that, but you one of the guys that actually try to do something." You know what I mean? With your out of your time, and you know. And leave me the fuck alone. You know, I done had cops pull up on me and be like, "Man, that Yatish commercial? Together America Works?" Man, I just wanted to say, man, I'm like, whole time though, I'm like, bro, you don't even know I was finna do the dash on you.
I got to see his commercial, man. I did that shit though, man. He was all on the news and everything.
Yeah. No, we was on the news. The commercial was popping on YouTube. It came on before Empire. It came on for the playoffs. That motherfucker did numbers. You know, a lot of people don't know Yatish is actually a millionaire.
Yeah, I did read that.
Yeah. He a real millionaire. Like, yeah. So I be seeing people that be trying to redo it, and I just be like, listen. And they call me and like, "Blue, can you do it?" I'm like, listen, if you don't got the budget. Have a Yatish Joshi, it ain't really worth the time. I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah, that nigga for some real money. He had just gave IUSB like a couple million for their performing arts, and like I remember that man being in his office. You know, his office building is the same building that Pete using for his office now. And I remember seeing him come in the building and walk around his entire campaign crew and come shake my hand. That's when I knew it was real. Like I was able to take him. Like I ain't take him to no bougie ass studio. I took him to Cuzzo crib, Kerry Wilson. You know what I mean? Yeah, shout out him. Stuck with Cuz, man. You know what I mean? Open the door for shit like this.
Man, this shit, man. What was it?
2000.
Man, what was the name of his
Stuck
shit,
with
man?
Cuz?
Yeah, but he had something else too. It was a little South Bend Sane or some shit.
I think I know what you're talking about too.
Man,
shit,
man.
Yeah, back in the day.
Something TV. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. So we took him back to Yatish to his crib, and we cut that out. You know, I think like what your question is, anything I probably take back was not recording, not getting a produced beat for that. Because
Yatish?
Yeah, I found
and then you did say it on the fucking the news thing.
Yeah,
that you found it on YouTube.
Yeah, cause I found the beat on the tube, and like they waited a little bit to the last moment, you know, cause like unlike the state of Indiana, I hate this part, you know, is that we can't do voter registration on the same day, you know,
right?
So. You know, so voter registration deadline was damn near coming to an end when they finally decided to hit me up and say let's do a song. Even though I was already working as far as canvassing and things like that. So like when we did the song got all this hype, but the people that's in tune now to go vote can't go vote because they not registered to vote. Yeah, so. Damn. So like that kind of fucked it up, and then so now not even on that part, you know, I'm it's pressure on me on getting the song done, and I find the perfect beat, but it's on a third party YouTube page, and it's not the actual person who made the beat. Right. So now like trying to get in contact with the person gonna make the beat gonna be an extra week. Trying to get rights for the beat gonna be an extra.
You pretty much don't have enough time.
Yes, exactly. So like a lot of people like, oh, he probably getting the royalties on TV. Yeah, I got paid to create and produce. I ain't even gonna flex though. In that moment of time, I didn't even want to whack his head because I wanted the relationship.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I know you still have a relationship with him?
Shit, you know what? I should have whacked his head. No, it ain't even that though, you know what I mean? It's just like shit. He took a loss, you know, and like as an entrepreneur, I probably understand if I'd invested so much money into a situation. And like, cause I also understand the money that it takes to actually run a successful campaign.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So I really didn't want to dig in his pockets as well as you spending this money. And I'm like, look, I'm doing the calculations. It's very hard for you to win.
Can you see yourself one day getting into politics?
No.
Never.
Man, I ain't gonna say never, but like, man, some stipulations gonna have to happen congressionally for me to win. So like, you know, marijuana might have to become legalized. You know, statutes of limitations and shit.
Never know. Never know, damn it. Straight up.
We ain't at the end though, man. But you know, it's definitely a plan B, C, D. You know what I mean? At least city council. You know, I definitely can see myself running. Shout out Tim Scott. I ain't coming for your spot yet. But
keyword yet.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But since we talking about the music, man, how many tracks or how many people from South Bend have you worked with?
Down to everybody.
Yeah.
Down to
Is there
everybody.
anybody that you haven't worked with yet that you want to work with?
Tony Brazy, TONIBRAZY. Make sure y'all check her out.
Once again.
I fuck with the whole.
She in South Bend.
Yeah, she in South Bend.
Okay.
By way of the city. Yeah. Tony Brazy, she go hard. I think she by way of the city with it though, but all the drip, the sauce that the young kids is loving, she's definitely it.
She got that, huh?
Oh yeah, all day.
She talking about, man. I don't know how I haven't seen shit or nothing yet, man.
Yeah.
I'm under the rock. That's what it is.
I'm
sorry, Tony Brazy. I'm under the rock.
Check her out. I love the hungriness of it. You know what I mean? I think that's one thing that I probably hate about the whole quote unquote local celebrity shit is like, you know, South Bend. We have to invest so much for us to have a culture around this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Compared to when we go to other cities, you got actual shit that you can invest in to help you level up. To where you have to invest into your own shit to even have some shit to happen.
That invested the fucking time into this culture, maybe we'll have.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If we can, but once we invest.
Everybody want their own spot.
That's our problem. It's not enough. It's not enough unity and ego. You know what I mean? Niggas started trying to charge me at the Wake the City. I'm like, y'all understand? Y'all take me out the equation. Ain't nobody doing these shows.
Yeah.
That's what grabbed a mic.
That's what they was trying to charge you to do the
work. It's a lot of niggas that try to charge me for shit. Like I ain't gonna say no names, man. That fuck up my business. I'm a promoter. You gotta learn the business of this shit.
Man,
I just talk. I understand, but I ain't one of these guys, man. We ain't on flag. It's the code I gotta go by. But no, just like. You know, I understand the game. You know what I mean? Like people gotta bump their heads sometimes, or even if it work for it. But if it do work for somebody else, you know, all blessings for them. You know what I mean? But like with Trap Sauce, what we ended up becoming was, you know, a safe haven for artists.
So now Trap Sauce. I'm happy you got there with it.
Yes, sir.
These fly ass women, nigga, you should have came.
Man, I know I should have. I've been dressed a little bit more drippier now, man. You know.
What's up, man? I'm saying I seen the pink and
white. I got that. Yeah. We going.
You got the black and white.
We going through rebranding right now. We going through a lot of rebranding and redeveloping right now.
So what I gotta do to get one of them? Cause I want a motherfucking beige one.
Beige.
I want an off-white one or something, man.
I can get you that beige and off-white. I can get you that beige and off-white. I might have to get one of myself.
Yeah. we talking now.
You feel me?
Yes,
yeah, we going through a little rebranding and redevelopment. You know, things happen in the beginning of the year that, you know, that kind of got us off our rocker a little bit. And then when my situation happened, like, it put everything on a dismantle a little bit. So, like, outside of that, we it's going through, you know, we got Trout Flooring 2 on the way.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I dropped off a copy of Travel on One.
Y'all see it. Y'all see it.
Yes, sir.
Got that joint in here. Hey, but since we speaking on that,
yeah,
I tried to touch on that.
Yes,
earlier.
sir. Yes, sir. We're going through it.
How we get to that name, man? What we doing?
Oh, yeah. The BIE shit, right? The Black Identity Extremists. We got that part of it. You know what I mean? I knew my name. Like, if you type in Blue Casey, South Bend, certain shit pop up. You know, they got a bullshit ass picture of me. I'm trying to get taken down. Man, you know, like I said, the media became so thirsty that week. As the police was starting to tell me that, listen, we getting these reports about you getting death threats. You know, we just conversating about it, shake hands, camera jump from out the motherfucking tree.
Now, with all this media, because you did reach,
you
reached a lot of fucking platforms.
Yeah.
You reached fucking what you said, Vice and shit.
We done reached.
But you reached CNN.
Oh man,
that's the biggest fucking platform within this political shit that you can reach from a city like South Bend, and you ain't running for shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so big. You're not running for nothing. You just a nigga with a voice in South Bend, and they putting your voice on CNN and shit.
That was
amongst this political shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's passporting.
That was rest in peace, Eric Logan. So with that going in from the New Black Power situation, the officer I named, Aaron Nepper, he was one of the officers that was involved with the death of Eric Logan. And they used his car to transport the body from the crime scene to the hospital. Okay. You know what I mean? And like, you know, this is a tall man that we talking about that got killed. This is a big man.
Right.
You know, you can't just, you know, throw no body in the back of a car shit like that and drive the fuck off. That shit ain't cool. I don't care how you word it. You feel what I'm saying? And like, you know,
right, because anytime the ambulance come, they put you on what's called stretcher.
This happened on.
And they strap you down. They make sure that your body is.
Come on,
I can just imagine in what's a squad car's back seat is pretty uncomfortable when you in there.
I had just got hit up
being shot.
This is a month after my situation, so like I just went through what you just talked about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, so that's where I was offended at the most, was because I know what you gotta go through this month. They gotta hook your body up to all this type of shit and make sure you good and all that. So like,
and he's getting none of that.
You feel what I'm saying? And y'all just killed him. I'd have cussed the police out if they asked me, "Hey, would you like to do?" No, I'm not getting in y'all fucking police car. Fuck y'all. I ain't even go to school the day that y'all took the kids to school to get their fingerprints. I played sick. My mama told my mama, and my sister told my mama I was sick. We ain't fuck with y'all there, so no. So you could never, I would never accept that. So for that to happen, and it's the same officer that we were just telling y'all 3 years ago, the fire that's being involved with it.
Y'all is
New Black Power, our allies. You know, it was a New Black Power. It was a Black Lives Matter South Bend. It was a lot going on.
So it's a lot of black movement going on.
It's a whole underground culture of Black Power and just a conscious movement around here. You know, shout out Tony Wood, shout out Antonius Northern, Despo. You know, it's a lot.
Get something on with you guys, man. Yeah. Make sure we get in tune with y'all, man, so we can see what y'all got going on too, man. Chop it up, man. We need to get all this word out there, man, because we bigger than just music and talent and shit, man. We want to get that word out there to the people that need to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
And it's definitely, it's all love and business. Like we started out from doing the black business markets on Lincoln Way, and I was just a graphic designer to moving in the back of Antonius Northern office, and that's what we was rocking out of. You know what I mean? And like I had control of it at one point in time, where he just left me that motherfucker. Like here the keys, bro. You know, and like I was in and I literally moved up from the back to the front and put one of my niggas in the back. And you feel what I'm saying? At 20, so like, and then we moved the studio down there and all that. I think that's what made them not want to renew the lease, is that, you know, I think the new property owner came up and was just like, seen all these rappers in the building. Downtown South Bend, you know what I mean? And came in there just like, and one of them got off the elevator and was like, what are you doing here? You know what I mean?
Like he didn't fit it. Like he wasn't supposed to be there.
Like bitch, he here to do some business.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? We paying the rent, ain't we?
Right. It don't matter who the fuck come through this bitch. If I'm paying rent, they my guys.
That image gotta go. But it's like back to what you were saying. It's 2019, man.
Come on now.
That
so
shit
like,
been gone.
exactly. So like, we've been developing into this entrepreneurial setting and just helping artists and things like that. So when we created Trap Sauce.